Hi, I'm Chef Dylan. We're going to do Prik, Prik Thai on is a cooked chili relish of green peppercorns and crispy fish. It's also got some pork in it. It's a wonderful chili relish. So to start off, we need to prepare a few things, a couple of pastes to begin with. So really simply, we have some salt and some unpeeled Thai garlic, the smaller the better. And then we have some green bird's eye chilies. For this paste, you do not want it fine. So just like that, nice and coarse. The second paste we're doing is a little bit more intricate and it has a lot more ingredients. So we start off once again with salt. So you really want to put these. Okay, next we have our Thai garlic again. And then the next two ingredients we add is skewer them and then put them over a hot flame and just grill them until they're soft in the middle. By grilling it, you make it sweeter, less astringent, and it's going to make a much more round paste. These will pound quite easily. Okay, so next we have, this is young tamarind pod. It's normally brown the outside. I've just scraped it back till it has that green color. So you want about one piece of this. This is a lot harder, so you need to pound it up quite well. Okay. Next we have pla grop. Pla grop is a freshwater dried fish. You need this because it's going to give a real earthiness, a real smokiness to your dish. Okay. Then you want a very good quality dried prawn. If it's not so great, just give it a rinse. Okay. Next, we need to up his lac, how much you put in. So this one, we want about a tablespoon. Next, we want to add some red and green. There's also some small bird's eye chilies here, some Prik or mouse shit chilies. These are even hotter, so these are ones that are going to give more heat, whereas the big ones give more fragrance. Okay, and the last thing we add is that these fresh green peppercorns just been picked and then rinsed. You want about half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of these. And just bruise them. They're not going to ever go as fine as possible. Okay, so we have our wok here. We have our pork fat, a rendered pork fat. Once again, if you don't have this, you could just use oil, but the pork fat's going to make it a lot more unctuous, a lot more vivacious, just way tastier. So you want a fair bit, but not too much. You can always add more later as you go. Then we have some pork belly here that's just been cut into sort of 2.5 centimeter battens, if you will. And we just want to put that in, and we want to push that in. The fat's going to render out even more from the belly itself, so you don't have to worry about all this too much pork fat. Okay, so we've cut this, and then our pork is browning nicely. Just be careful, because there's so much fat in there, it's going to spit around a bit. Then we have our coarse chili and garlic paste that we made before. Just going to put that in. Okay, so the garlic's browning, it's starting to stick now. We want to add our paste. Add all our paste. Okay, and now we need to taste it. A little bit of tamarind water to increase the sourness and make it sort of plummy. Okay, now we come back to here. We have our grap chai, which is our wild ginger. So we put that in. We have our green mango that we sliced before. Some washed peppercorns. Our bruised chilies. The zest of our somsa the Asian citron from before. Okay. Okay, so when we come to plating it, you want to put a nice amount on there. We're eating it with all these fresh vegetables, so you don't eat it by itself. You eat it with rice as part of a shared Thai meal. But this dish is such a wonderful dish, and with the egg yolk, with the fish, and as part of a shared meal, it's just so wonderful. Okay, I just had some freshwater fish that we've grilled. If you don't have freshwater fish, you could use an ocean fish, no problem, or some grilled squid. You could do some sweet pork as well if you wanted to, which is just like a caramelized type pork, or some crispy pork slice. Anything at all. And just what really works well with this, and just sprinkle with a little bit of the samsar on top. So it's a green peppercorn and dried fish, Prik.